Ever wondered how small, seemingly insignificant habits can lead to remarkable results in your life? Today, we're diving into a transformative concept from James Clear's groundbreaking book, Atomic Habits. The premise is simple, yet powerful. Atomic habits are small, consistent changes that, when compounded over time, can lead to significant transformations. These are the tiny, everyday habits that, though they may seem inconsequential in the moment, gradually shape our identities and contribute substantially to our overall success. Imagine if you could get just 1% better every single day. Over time, those small increments of improvement would add up to something truly significant. That's the power of atomic habits. By the end of this video, you'll understand the power of these tiny habits and how they can shape your identity and contribute to your overall success. The secret to remarkable change lies in the 1% rule. You see, James Clear, in his enlightening book, Atomic Habits, introduces us to this fascinating concept. The 1% rule is all about the idea of getting 1% better every single day. It's about understanding that progress isn't always a big leap forward. Often, it's the tiny, almost imperceptible steps that we take on a daily basis that lead to significant improvements over time. Imagine, if you will, a snowball rolling down a hill. At first, the changes are small, barely noticeable even, but as it continues to roll, it gathers more snow, growing larger and faster with each revolution. That's the power of the 1% rule. It's about making small, consistent changes that compound over time, like a snowball gaining speed. Even though these changes may seem insignificant at first, they compound to create remarkable transformations. Let's dive into the 4 laws of behavior change: cue, craving, response, and reward. Understanding and optimizing these laws can help us mold habits that truly stick. First up is make it obvious. This law emphasizes the importance of clarity in habit formation. Think about it. If we don't clearly define what we want to achieve, how can we know the steps to get there? James Clear suggests designing an environment that supports our positive habits. By making the cues for these habits obvious, we set ourselves up for success. Moving on to the second law, make it attractive. Clear explores the psychology of desire, explaining how we can make our habits more appealing. By attaching positive emotions to these habits, we create a pull towards them. This is about aligning habits with our values and desires, making them not just something we have to do, but something we want to do. Next, we have make it easy. The third law of behavior change is all about simplification. Clear advises us to reduce friction and focus on the small steps that make a habit easy to adopt. It's not about making massive changes overnight, but about integrating small, manageable habits into our daily lives. Remember, we are aiming for consistency, not perfection. Lastly, we have make it satisfying. The final law emphasizes the importance of reward in habit formation. Clear argues that we are more likely to repeat a behavior when we find it satisfying. By associating satisfaction with our positive habits, we reinforce their development and make it more likely that these habits will stick. But let's not forget, these laws work in reverse too. If we want to break a bad habit, we can make the cues less obvious, the habit less attractive, the behavior harder to do, and the reward less satisfying. By understanding these laws, we can shape our behavior in ways that serve us best. In summary, the 4 laws of behavior change are a powerful tool for shaping our habits. Make it obvious helps us set clear goals and design an environment that supports our habits. Make it attractive taps into our desires and values, making habits something we want to do. Make it easy encourages us to focus on small, manageable steps for consistent progress. And make it satisfying emphasizes the importance of reward in reinforcing habit development. By following these 4 laws, you can build powerful habits that stick. Remember, it's not about massive changes overnight, but about consistency and small steps leading to remarkable transformations. Change might feel slow at first, but with time and persistence, you'll see the power of atomic habits in action. Now, let's discuss the concept of identity-based habits. This is a key principle in James Clear's Atomic Habits. The premise is simple. True behavior change is identity change. Habits are not just about doing, they're about becoming. Think about it. When you make a habit of reading a book every day, you're not just performing an action, you're becoming a reader. When you train consistently, you're not just exercising, you're becoming an athlete. This is the power of identity-based habits. Your habits shape your identity, and in turn your identity shapes your habits. Clear emphasizes that the goal is not to read a book, but to become a reader. It's not to run a marathon, but to become a runner. It's not to learn an instrument, but to become a musician. This shift in mindset is crucial. It's not about the outcome, but about the process. It's about who you become in pursuit of your goals. Now, how do we form identity-based habits? Clear offers a two-step process. First, decide the type of person you want to be. This is your identity goal. Do you want to be a writer, a healthy person, a good parent, a successful entrepreneur? Your identity goal is a powerful guiding force. It gives direction and purpose to your actions. Second, prove it to yourself with small wins. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Every time you choose a salad over a burger, you're voting for being a healthy person. Every time you write a page, you're voting for being a writer. Every small win is a reinforcement of your chosen identity. But remember, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. You don't need to win every vote, but you do need a majority. You become your habits because you spend time doing them, not because you do them perfectly. These small wins reinforce a positive identity and gradually build momentum for change. So start casting your votes. Start building your identity-based habits and watch as you transform into the person you want to be. So, how do you start implementing atomic habits in your life? Let's break it down. To begin with, think about those small, consistent changes you can make. It's not about a massive overhaul of your entire life. Instead, focus on those little adjustments that can lead to significant transformations over time. Start by identifying which habits you'd like to form or break. Then consider the smallest possible action you can take on a regular basis that will contribute to this goal. Next, let's recall the 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. These laws aren't just theoretical concepts, they're practical tools that you can apply to your daily life. To make a habit obvious, you might want to create visual cues that remind you to act. If you want to read more, for instance, placing a book on your bedside table can serve as a constant reminder. Making a habit attractive can involve pairing it with something you already enjoy. Love listening to music? Use your favorite tunes as a reward for completing a workout. This way, you're more likely to stick with your exercise habit because you've made it more enjoyable. When it comes to making a habit easy, think about how you can reduce friction. If you want to start running in the morning, lay out your running gear the night before. It's all about eliminating as many obstacles as possible. Finally, make your habit satisfying. Remember, we're more likely to repeat a behavior when we find it rewarding. So, find ways to celebrate your small wins, whether that's ticking off a completed habit on a tracker or treating yourself to something you love. Remember, it's not about making radical changes, but about the small, consistent steps that shape who you are. It's these atomic habits applied consistently over time that lead to the remarkable results we all strive for. It's time to start building your atomic habits today. In conclusion, the power of atomic habits lies in the tiny changes that lead to remarkable results. Throughout our exploration of James Clear's transformative book, we've discovered how the smallest shifts in our actions can lead to the most profound changes in our lives. We've learned about the 1% rule, the 4 laws of behavior change, and the concept of identity-based habits. These principles underscore the importance of consistency, clarity, attractiveness, ease, and satisfaction in habit formation. We've also delved into the power of viewing ourselves as the type of person who embodies the habits we seek, reinforcing our positive identities through small wins. Remember, it's not about radical changes, but about the small, consistent steps that shape who you are. Start building those atomic habits today and watch your life transform. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more content on personal development.